J-E-T-S! Let's go!
Quick pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown! What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson.
J-E-T-S!
Let's get it! Wow! Jet Life Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets Media, I love you all.
Free call! It's gone!
Ready to take flight with the Jets, baby. Let's go!
What is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It's your boy Richie here from Jets Media, live on a Monday. 1 month from today is the NFL Draft. Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh have spoke to the media. We have some updates to talk about. Here are the latest news of the New York Jets and the latest rumors, the latest buzz surrounding this Jets team from free agency, the NFL Draft. Woo! Things are about to get crazy. 1 month from now, we'll be in Detroit taking the next player for the New York Jets in the first round. Who will it be? I'm sure we'll have some healthy debates leading up to it. Everybody's going to say, I want this player. Nah, I want this player. I'm sure Jets fans are going to have a reasonable reaction to whoever we draft. Now, Joe Douglas had very interesting comments that I'm really excited to break down because he said something along the lines of what the Jets did in free agency has really opened up a lot of different avenues for the Jets in the NFL Draft. And I got an idea of, I think it's going to be a playmaker in the first round. That's just my instincts. I could be wrong. I could be. But boy, oh boy, what Robert Saleh had to say was interesting. We also have a Jadeveon Clowney update. We also have a Corey Davis update. Robert Saleh had a lot of interesting quotes I want to break down. He said something interesting that we're not done with the safety position. So definitely expect some moves leading up to the NFL Draft. Woo! There's a lot. I was live on Bleacher Report earlier this morning giving you guys a mock draft. So if you guys want to go check out that, that's on the Bleacher Report app. This is going to be fun, man. This is going to be fun. So, folks, don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show. Hope you guys, again, had a fantastic weekend. I've been not active on the channel the past weekend. I actually went on a retreat, so I was a little MIA over the weekend, but we're back in the swing of things. We're back reporting everything there is with these New York Jets. There's a lot of exciting things happening here at Jets Media leading up to the NFL Draft. I have a fun announcement about what I'm doing for the NFL Draft, which is going to be completely different than anything I've ever done before when it comes to covering the NFL Draft. So that's going to be fun for Thursdays. Round number 1 on April 25th. Also have something different happening for day number 2, which is round 2 and 3 to react live with you guys. So there's a lot of cool things happening here on the channel with here Jets Media. Now, I can definitely feel like everybody in the fan base is split and divided of where these Jets are going to go. So in the draft, but there's a lot of things I wanted to highlight first and foremost regarding what Joe Douglas and what Robert Saleh, both of them had to say. Very interesting things to highlight from both of their interviews because when you hear from these guys, it kind of opens you up to different possibilities. And whenever the head coach and the GM speaks at this stage, you got to listen. There's a Zack Wilson report out there that there's actually teams interested in Zack all of a sudden when we had a report a few days ago that there's no teams interested. What else is new? Conflicting reports in the offseason, okay? Conflicting reports in the offseason, but I definitely want to break down some things. I want to start off with this quote from Joe Douglas, okay? We're going to be breaking it all down together here on the channel. So again, guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. I hope you guys are having a great day, man. It's a fun time to be a Jets fan. We're in the heart of the offseason, and what's next? The NFL Draft, baby. The NFL Draft. So here is a quote from Joe Douglas himself, baby. Joe Douglas himself, Rich Cimini from ESPN, tweeted this out there, said, Douglas on the 10th pick. I think this is an unbelievable offensive line class. It's unbelievable class at quite a few positions. But I think where we're at now, we have great flexibility to go in any direction that we see is best for us moving forward. So I think it opens the door to a lot of possibilities at 10. Now, did he just spill the beans? Did Joe Douglas spill the beans? I don't know. This doesn't sound like they're going offensive line because to me, this seems like the Jets are very happy with what they did in free agency to fill in the holes at offensive line, which gives them flexibility to go a lot of different places. Now, there's another quote from Joe Douglas that I thought was extremely interesting was this. Joe Douglas on taking a quarterback at number 10. We've got a lot of flexibility if a player that can help the Jets. We have the flexibility to do that. Now, I'm sure Jets fans are going to react to this very rationally, right? I'm sure Jets fans are going to react to this extremely rationally. Like, yeah, totally. Yeah, let me make this a little bigger for you guys. There we go. That's the size we want to see. The Jets are going quarterback in the first round potentially. I know Jets fans are not going to allow to sit well with that. Now, I don't think I've been consistent with my take on this that we cannot rule out this possibility. Even though I don't think it's a highly likely scenario that the Jets do this, but we've got a lot of flexibility. If there's a player that can help the Jets, we have the flexibility to do that. Said they're not only thinking about 2024. I don't know, man. This is very interesting stuff. This opens up a lot of things. Now, this could be smoke screen because obviously the Jets want to go into the draft with nobody knowing exactly what they're doing. But boy, oh boy, is this an interesting quote from our general manager breaking down the potential of drafting a quarterback at pick number 10. Now, I don't think they will. I still stand on it that they will not draft a quarterback at number 10. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to open up your mind, Jets fans, to all different possibilities, including that, because you never know what could happen in the NFL draft. Anything could happen, and that is something. Now, who they will draft at number 10? No idea. Michael Penix, a Bo Nix. I would prefer not to do that. Maybe trade down would be my favorite option in that scenario. But hey, it is what it is, and we got to be able to figure it all out, these possibilities. Now, here are some notes from Rich Cimini about his biggest takeaways from Joe Douglas's reports. Joe Douglas's press conference has had trade talks with teams on Zack Wilson. Any offers? I'd say there are conversations, but nothing is close to getting done. Sidestepped a question on whether he envisions a scenario where they could keep Wilson. So that is interesting because, again, we're having a lot of conflicted reports right now surrounding Zack Wilson. Are the Jets moving on from him? Do they have trade offers? Do they not have trade offers? What's the market looking like? Nobody wants to take on his contract, but there are people interested. I think eventually Zack Wilson will get traded before the NFL draft. That's my gut feeling. I don't expect anything significant, maybe more of a conditional pick than anything. But that's really the latest on Zack Wilson. And we just highlighted this. Didn't rule out a quarterback at 10. Listen, I don't know if you guys are reading into that, but boy, oh boy, that is something interesting. Now, getting on the Jadeveon Clowney update. Outstanding visit with Clowney. No news for now. So it seems like the Jets are waiting for Jadeveon Clowney's decision, assuming that the Jets gave him a contract offer and they have it on the table, and that's up to Jadeveon Clowney to choose where he's going to go. Don't forget, last year, it took Jadeveon Clowney all the way until August to sign with the Baltimore Ravens for a very cheap contract. I do expect him to get paid more this season, and if the New York Jets really want to be aggressive with Jadeveon Clowney, they've done their job. They've done everything they possibly could. Everyone's like, sign Jadeveon Clowney right now. Why are they signing him? It takes two to tango. Clowney's got to say, yeah, I want to be a Jet before the Jets can sign him. They can't be like, hey, Clowney, sign the contract right now. It's not how things work. That's not how business works in the NFL. So please relax, Jets fans. Please relax. It's not always going to happen like the way Mike Williams did when we had him on a visit and he signed the contract that day. That is a rare situation here. So the Jets are staying patient, and they're hopeful that Jadeveon Clowney will make the right decision and come to the New York Jets, because that will absolutely add a new dynamic, a new layer to the Jets defense. They get better. They get more depth at that position, and boy, oh boy, that will be big time. Douglas with a super chat, the first super chat of the show. Thank you so much, Douglas. I genuinely appreciate this big time. There's a part of me that wants the Jets to retain Zack Wilson just to watch heads explode in the fan base, but he'll get signed for league minimum once released. I mean, Douglas, you are on the money with the idea that the fan base would explode, for sure. Now, I don't want it to happen because I don't want to see the fan base's heads explode because I'm someone that has to deal with the fans. Just like we all are fans, we're all in this together. But at the end of the day, this is funny. This is funny to think about. What's your reaction, Jets fans? Let me know in the chat. The Jets keep Zack Wilson for this upcoming year. Does your head explode or what? Douglas, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I do appreciate all the support on the channel. Big time. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show if you did not already. We got around, let's see. How many likes do we got so far on the show? 120 people watching right now live on YouTube with 34 likes. We can do better than that, folks. Hit that like button for your boy. We're just getting started here on today's live show. Let's get it. I wouldn't be surprised if we kept him. I don't know what I'd do with myself. We can't trade Zach. Make him Hackett's coffee boy. There it is. That's what we should do. Make him the coffee boy. I like that option. Now, getting into Mike Williams, he won't be ready to start camp. Now, that's not breaking news, in my opinion. I think that was the likely scenario. Robert Saleh referenced that Mike Williams is on a very similar timeline than Breece Hall was last year, where, remember, Breece Hall was not ready for the start of camp. He was activated to practice like midway or towards the end of training camp, and then Breece Hall is ready to go week number 1. So I think that what Jets fans should expect from Mike Williams is something very similar, that Mike Williams will not be ready at camp, but they are expecting Mike Williams to be ready to go by week 1. Now, I do think the Jets are going to add another big name at wide receiver. I put Corey Davis in the thumbnail because Robert Saleh talked about it, that he says that the door is wide open for Corey Davis to return. We saw that the New York Jets officially released him and makes him available. He's not retired technically anymore, so he's free to sign with any team, and the New York Jets are one of the teams interested in bringing back Corey Davis. I don't know how you can say no to that. I mean, the more weapons, the better for Aaron Rodgers. I would definitely be all in for that. Joe Douglas likes the new look offensive line. Of course he does. I mean, this was the biggest question mark heading into the offseason for me. What are the Jets going to do at offensive line? How are they going to improve this position group? And they did it, bro. They absolutely hit a home run, in my opinion, in free agency regarding filling in these holes and improving the offensive line. He also talked about Bryce Huff, noted that they were able to sign Quinnen Williams before his walk year. Almost sounded like he wishes they had done the same with Huff. Yeah, I mean, the one biggest negative I would say to this entire offseason is allowing Bryce Huff to walk to Philadelphia. I mean, that is definitely the biggest negative that I'm saying for the New York Jets, 110%. Now, Joe Douglas did talk about the offensive line a little bit more. He said, I think a primary objective to the offseason was fortifying the offensive line. I think that was a goal 1, and you feel good about what we were able to accomplish there. Now, does this open up new opportunities for the New York Jets at pick number 10? Absolutely. 110%. It does not, it's not obvious now that the Jets are 100% going after an offensive lineman in the first round. Now they have flexibility to go at any position, honestly, at wide receiver, at tight end. We shall see. But man, it does feel like Joe Douglas is satisfied with the overall offensive line right now because we have it from left to right. We have all 5 starters at that offensive line position. So I definitely feel like the Jets fans got to open up their mind a little bit more about where they can go at pick number 10. Okay. Now, Robert Saleh had some interesting quotes about Aaron Rodgers, that he's expected to be all in and he should be ready to go for OTAs. He won't be limited. And there's a lot of other things with that. Robert Saleh also talked about, Bryce Huff, him leaving. Sad things about that. Absolutely. But there was something interesting I wanted to talk about with you guys. That the Jets did not add a significant addition to the offensive coaching staff. They're still rolling with Todd Downing as their quarterbacks coach and the passing game coordinator. I thought they were going to add another big name in terms of the offensive coaching staff, but that was not the case. What's your guys' thoughts of that? I don't really think that's a good thing. I don't think I wanted another name. I wanted somebody else to help out this offense in terms of the coaching staff. But hey, they're confident in him. They're confident in Todd Downing. They're confident in Keith Carter. I'll tell you this. I know Jets fans are not confident in those guys, as well as Nate Hackett. Okay? As well as Nate Hackett, bro. It's ridiculous. So that's really what it comes down to for me. Now, when it comes to the Robert Saleh referencing that they're not done at the safety position, where do you guys think the Jets are going in terms of the safeties? Do you think they're going to target someone that's available in free agency still? Are they looking to bring back Ashton Davis, who's not signed? Are they going to draft the safety early? Justin Simmons is still out there. I know that the safety room is probably the weakest right now on this roster. So I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts. Keep hearing low-key rumblings that Brock Bowers isn't a good player. What's up with that? Where are you hearing these rumblings from? Because that's bogus, in my opinion. No more hip drop tackle. Yes, indeed, Max. I forgot to bring this up. We have some big NFL news today that the hip drop tackle has been banned. That is a big change in the NFL. That's a big change in the NFL. What are your guys' thoughts of that? Yes, it protects the offensive players, but boy, oh boy, it makes playing defense even more difficult. Absolutely more difficult. Justin Simmons on the low. Bro, if we get Justin Simmons on the low, watch out. The league is done. The league is done. Because that turns a safety room into a weakness, into a strength. And I also don't think the safety position is that much of a weakness. It's just there's no depth. We got two starters and no one behind them. Okay? One of them is coming off an ACL. One of them is coming off a promising year two in Tony Adams. So, yeah. Marcus May at safety. No, he's not. Jamal Adams and Marcus Mayer ain't coming back, baby. They're not coming back. Bring back Ashton. He says he wants a starter's opportunity, but it hasn't materialized. He's a great rotational safety and special teams guy. Love to have him back. I'm all in, Merrill. I love Ashton Davis. Big time Ashton Davis. Big Ashton Davis guy over here. Bring back Ashton. Jimmy does not want Bowers at 10. That would be some old Jets shit. See, this is what I mean, bro. We got some people who are like, you go get Brock Bowers at any possibility. And then we have Jimmy saying, no Brock Bowers. So that's why this draft is going to be so intriguing, because I think it's very, very likely that Brock Bowers is available at number 10. And when the Jets are on the clock, we'll have the Bauer boys saying, Bowers, Bowers. And we'll have guys like Jimmy say, if you draft Brock Bowers, I am going to lose my shit. So that, what else is new? Jets fans are divided about certain things, which is totally okay, by the way. You absolutely love to see it. Another thing that's pretty interesting is expect the New York Jets to release their new uniform soon. We saw that the NFL draft cap for the Jets got leaked. Oh, I'm buying that for sure. It is going to be the classic logo. Here it is. If you guys didn't see that. Oh, yeah. This is what the draft cap's going to look like. Give me that. I will be purchasing that. Give me my money. Or take my money, rather. I'm all in. 100% all in. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at that hat, bro. How can you say no to that? How can you say no to that, bro? Let me know your thoughts, guys, of this right here. Do you like this draft cap for the New York Jets? Let me know right now in the chat. Are you thinking of buying it? Because I'm already thinking about buying it, bro. If we're being honest with ourselves. If we're being honest with ourselves, I'm thinking of buying it. Now, folks, I do want to let you guys know that BetUS is giving away free $25 credit on their website if you guys want to take advantage of it. As you all know, BetUS Sportsbook has been a proud sponsor of the channel throughout the entire season into the offseason, and they have a special giveaway happening right now. And if you open up your account on BetUS with my link down below in the description and you screenshot that you open up your account simply through my link and you DM me on Twitter, the first 5 people to DM me proof of creating your account will receive a $25 credit into your profile immediately. So it's $25 for free for the first 5 people that make an account on BetUS with my link, screenshot that you open up your account, DM me on Twitter, which here's my at @NYJets_media. My DMs are wide open, so you send me a proof, and they will put $25 into your account immediately. So definitely go take advantage of that right now, guys. The first 5 people, we already have a few people, so there's only a few slots left. Definitely go check out BetUS, guys. And when you open up your account, they do have a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits, up to $2,500 with a 10% gambler's insurance. Definitely go check it out. They have a lot of NFL draft prop bets. If you're interested in that, and hey, with that $25 credit, you could put that directly on anything related to the NFL draft. Future bets, they got a lot of fun things. So big time shout out to BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins. So if you guys DM me on Twitter, let me know in the chat, and I'll go write your name down to make sure you can get your $25 credit courtesy of your boy. Let's freaking go. And if you go to their website, they got a lot of fun things. I mean, let's really quick. You put $25 credit right on the Jets to win the Super Bowl. Free money. Why not? Let's see. The Jets are at plus 2,200 to win it all next year, which is the 11th best odds. Hey, I find that really interesting, right? They not only have the Super Bowl odds, they have the division winner odds. The last time I checked, the Jets are at plus 285 to win the AFC East. That's probably the bet that I'd put money on out of anything, is the Jets to win the AFC East. But that's just me. Remember, 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits with a 10% gambler's insurance. Shout out to BetUS for being the proud sportsbook sponsor of the channel. And I'll be live at 3 o'clock today on BetUS TV. Indy Jet says, offensive line with the first pick, wide receiver with the 3rd. I did do a mock draft on Bleacher Report. I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts of my mock draft. I did 2 of them. And I know some of you guys are going to hate it. I mean, you can't please everybody. Okay, that's the one thing I've noticed about Jets fans. I can't please everyone. So just keep that in mind, would you? First, let's do this one. This was my mock draft with 0 trades. I'll be honest with you guys, not the favorite mock draft I've ever done. But this is the mock draft with no trades and the hypothetical scenario of the Jets landing Brock Bowers. I went with the tackle in round 3. I reached for Jordan Travis in round 4. I'm a big Travis fan. We got Cornelius Johnson from Michigan, Jalen Simpson, Blake Watson, and J.J. Weaver in the end of that draft. And then I also did another one with trades. This is the one I did with the trades, okay? You trade down from pick 10, you get pick 14, you pick up an extra second-round pick by sacrificing a 4th-round pick. You get Troy Fautanu in that 1st round. With that 2nd-round pick, you get Ricky Pearsall from Florida, Spencer Rattler in that 3rd round, Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin, and then at the end of the draft, we just went defense, getting an edge, a safety, and a defensive lineman. So I'm curious to get your guys' thoughts. There's a lot of mock drafts I'm going to be uploading here on the channel leading up to the NFL draft. Let's freaking get it. Okay? Let's freaking get it. Solid stuff. I mean, I know that the Jets are going quarterback, bro. It's just really, really hard to figure out which draft prospect they will be leaning towards. It's going to be hard to do. Let me know your thoughts. Besides Spencer Rattler, solid AF. Well, thank you. Trading back is definitely a high probability. I agree with the people saying draft O-line all weekend. I mean, Joe Douglas's quotes today kind of makes me feel like they're not going to draft offensive line in the 1st round. Devontae Walker, wide receiver. He was not available when I was on the clock in the 3rd round, but there's possible. Did you hear about Bauer Boys, Richie, from Jake Asman show? Yeah, on the Jets Roundtable last week, I don't know if you guys watched the Jets Roundtable live every Thursday. Jake was on. Jake is part of the Jets Roundtable, and he told me about it on that show. Our staff isn't built to develop quarterbacks. We failed repeatedly. We should stick to free agent quarterbacks. I mean, I don't think just because we keep failing doesn't mean you don't keep trying. I mean, we're not drafting a quarterback to play right away. We're drafting a quarterback to develop and learn behind Aaron Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor. So just because we haven't been able to develop a quarterback through the draft ever doesn't mean we don't keep trying. That would be a mistake. Spencer Rattler is the next Joey B? Well, Joey B was a first overall pick, so I don't know about that. Build the wall. Joe Douglas wants that wall built. He feels sad. I feel like he's very satisfied with the wall he's already assembled. That's the thing that's very interesting to me. You could thread that needle with the trade back and address short-term and long-term solutions at offensive tackle and wide receiver. I do expect the Jets to be aggressive and get a wide receiver, even though they already got Mike Will, even though that they got Garrett Wilson on this team. I feel like the Jets are going to be aggressive to land another wide receiver early in this year's draft. Maybe trading up for one, or taking one in the third round, maybe trading back, getting a Brian Thomas. I mean, there's a lot of wide receivers to love here because Mike Williams is a one-year deal. There's not a long-term solution at wide receiver outside of Garrett Wilson. I mean, I like Xavier Gipson at the slot. I think he's a chance to break out in year number 2. But, bro, I'm not satisfied with Mike Williams, just being honest with you guys. I'm just being honest with you guys. The Jets are going to keep adding to this team, but it seems like the Jets are comfortable with opening up opportunities at all different avenues, okay? Just joking about Joey B. All right, Christopher, at least you're joking. We love the jokes. Second and third round will be rich with wide receivers. Yeah, we don't have a second-round pick, so what the Jets could do is trade back and recoup a second-round pick to target someone in the second, or you can get a guy in the third round like a Brendan Rice, Xavier Legette. You can't rely on an undrafted rookie. Bryce Huff was an undrafted rookie. Tony Adams was an undrafted rookie. I mean, those are two. You can't rely on an undrafted rookie, but there's proof out there that undrafted rookies don't. I don't like when people box in their draft status. Like if you enter the NFL as a first-round pick or a seventh-round pick or an undrafted, and you're able to prove that you're a quality starter in the NFL, like Xavier Gipson, I have confidence in him personally. Like, do you not have any faith in Tony Adams as the starter just because he's undrafted? Did you not want the Jets to re-sign Bryce Huff? He was undrafted. I get all that, but let's not forget that there's an undrafted free agency process that the New York Jets have been able to do pretty darn well. Kenny Yeboah, undrafted free agents. There's a lot of guys there. There's ways that the Jets have been able to plug in the holes on the roster through all different avenues. The waiver wire, trades, draft, free agency, undrafted free agency. A lot of different ways. Bam Knight was another one that we let walk. Okay? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I have a feeling that the Jets are also really high on Xavier Gipson. I feel like some Jets fans aren't. Like, the guy stole McCall Hardman's role. And I think the Jets are going to roll with him as the starting punt and kick returner. And I think he may have an opportunity. He was looking really good in camp and preseason with Aaron Rodgers. Like, I thought Xavier Gipson was going to actually have a good season. And he did. But underwhelming. I know they had some rookie hurdles. He fumbled some punts, and I get all that. Fumbled a kickoff return. But I like Xavier Gipson as a breakout candidate on this offense. How great would that be? Did you see the draft cap? Mark, I guess you're just tuning into the show right now. We already talked about and showed the draft cap, and I already told you guys I'm buying it. Brian Thomas or Dallas Turner at pick 10. Wow. Jets fans, what's your reaction if the Jets go Dallas Turner? I'm sure it will be reasonable and excitement. Do you think Corey is coming back? I think the opportunity is likely. I don't know how much I'm banking on it, though. And exactly what I thought. No. Nah. Heck nah. Heck no. No. Oh, man. With the 10th pick, the New York Jets select Dallas Turner. And Jets fans around the world screaming. We went through that last year. All the mock drafts that the Jets fans did last year, name one person that had Will McDonald in their mock draft. I'd give you a gold star if you did last year. Nobody saw Will McDonald coming. Literally nobody. When we did draft him, I was like, nobody had that guy, Will McDonald, going to the Jets. So who knows if that's going to happen again. But I think us drafting Will McDonald last year rules out. Like, if we did not get McDonald last year, the edge position could be on the table for the Jets at 10, I will say. But we took our first-round edge last season. We took our first-round edge the year prior. Don't forget, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, 2 first-round picks back-to-back years. We don't need another first-round pick at the edge. We just don't. Get one late in the draft to develop. Sign Jadeveon Clowney. You got Jermaine. You got Will McDonald. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. Corey Davis comes back and puts up 800-yard season. I'm in. Waste of a pick. Dallas Turner and Brian Thomas. I like Brian Thomas in a trade-back scenario. Ayo Miggy, member of 4 months. Why don't the New York Jets ever vacuum their stadium? Because they're used to sucking on the field. Oh, man. Ayo Miggy coming out here, a great member of the channel, making some jokes. Well, good joke, my friend. Oh, I love it. What's the absolute most you think the Jets can get if they trade back? Well, it depends. Where are we trading back to? Are we trading back into the 20s? Because that's where you'll get the most. Are we trading back a few slots? Are we trading back to 17 range, 15? I mean, the more you trade back to, the more you get in return. So what the Jets' goal should be in a trade back scenario is to get a second-round pick. You package like that 10th pick and like a 4th for a second or something like that. Can you imagine Mike Garrett and Brian Thomas Jr.? That would be ridiculous. You can definitely sell me on that scenario. 110%. Folks, don't forget to hit that like button on your way into the show. We're live here on a Monday, March 25th, 1 month from the NFL draft. Also, 1 week from today is your boy's birthday. Just saying. I'll be live on Bleacher Report on my birthday. I'll be live on BetUs TV for my birthday. A week from today, your boy's turning 26. So that's going to be an interesting day. Maybe there's some news that breaks on my birthday. I don't know. But hey, it'll be a fun opportunity to see what happens. Any chance we still sign Tyler Boyd? I don't think so. No, I think it was either Boyd or Mike Williams. Trade with Colts, get 14 to 45 and whatever random picks. Don't the Saints have 14? I did a hypothetical trade with the Saints where I moved back to 14. We got their pick at 45, and we traded our 4th for that. You mean the Saints, not the Colts? Yes, I do that. Trade back to 15 to 20 range and get the most you can. Draft is deep, and we need to fill depth. For sure. Where the Bowers boys at? I know they're in here. Bauer boys, show yourselves. Don't worry, the Bauer boys, they're welcome to my channel. You guys are welcomed here. Ayo Miggy with a $5 super chat. What's good, man? What is he going to say now? Why did the New York Jets change their name to the Possums? Because they play dead at home and get killed on the road. Well, Ayo Miggy, you had to send in this super chat to clown us. I see where you are. I see you, Miggy. I'm just playing, bro. Funny joke. I appreciate the $5. But don't get me started on your Miami Dolphins. Your Miami Dolphins. I mean, come on now. Don't get me started with those guys. Don't get me started with those. Appreciate the super chat, Miggy. Big time. Appreciate it. Hey, I love when people send in a super chat to hate on the Jets. I'm like, hey, come on in. But this isn't real hate. Miggy is a great member of the channel. He's a great supporter of Jets media. It's all in good love. That's why I love Miggy. That's why I love Miggy. Appreciate you, bro. But you're about to get Henny started. If you get Henny started, he doesn't stop. I love it. Don't lie to him. It wasn't even funny. I'm down for folks to clown the Jets, but please make it a good joke. Hey, come on now. Richie went full New Yorker on that Dolphins fan. My boy Jesse. Oh, gosh. You guys are funny. My boy Jesse. Tough love, bro. Appreciate you, Miggy. Oh, God. Dolphins fan here. I don't want to see Brian Thomas Jr. on the Jets. You sure? What's happening, baby? If a Dolphins fans don't want it, then I want it to happen. That's for sure. Tough love. Jets should grant Zach's wish to be released so he can pick his own team. They're holding him hostage. I don't know about that. What did Zack Wilson do to us to make us do what's right for him? If the Jets want to hold him to try to get some type of compensation, which I don't think we're going to get anything. I think it's going to be like a conditional 7th, and then it probably won't even convert. So that's like what I'm expecting from a trade if it happens. Henny, save your Dolphins fan hatred for BetUs TV later today or the roundtable on Wednesday night. How about that? I want A.D. Mitchell more than Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, there's a lot of options you can fall in love with in this draft, no doubt about it. Richie, I think we are the only Davante Adams believers. I will admit, after we signed Mike Williams, I don't think that's a possibility anymore, even though I was still holding out hope. Sad. I want Davante, bro. I still do. But the Raiders don't want to trade him. Okay? Looks like TD is coming around, back to earth. I'll believe it when I see it, Henny. I'll believe it when I see it. No, they cannot keep Zach on IR. He needs to be injured for that. Fatanu or Frawaga going to be killers. The O-line boys. We can't get rid of Zach because the money would be too big of a bite of our cap. That is very true. You think we get more moves this offseason? Rohan, thank you for tuning in from Twitter. I think it's time for you to change your profile picture, brother. Just saying. All love, though. But, yeah. Robert Saleh said that they're expected to add a safety. I think Jadeveon Clowney is a move that we're all waiting for. There's a lot of optimism that the Jets are going to sign him. And remember, it's not like the Jets are being patient. It's more Jadeveon Clowney's decision. The ball's in his court. Take Bowers and call it a day. We got a Bower boy here. Douglas with the $5 super chat. What's good, Douglas? I appreciate you, bro. As always, another super chat from my man. Everybody give Douglas McClure some dono hype in the chat right now. What D lineman will they draft to be Will McDonald's eventual replacement? Chill, Douglas. Chill. Okay? Come on. The difference, I know it's a joke, but the difference here is Will McDonald's not entering his contract year like Bryce Huff was last year. I'm telling you guys this right now. If Will McDonald goes crazy this year, you guys are going to be like, oh, makes sense why they did it. Like, I really hope that happens low-key. I hope that Will McDonald lives up to the hype that I'm projecting, and he has a double-digit sack season. Everyone's like, oh, wow. Because if that's the case, bro, everyone's going to be like, yep, it made sense. Because we need to keep the strength of this team, the strength. And I don't want Jets fans to be satisfied. Like, oh, yeah, this defensive line's so good. We don't need to keep adding to it. No. You got to keep adding to it. You want to keep that defensive line the best in the one of the best in the NFL in the depth that it has. You bring in Javon Kinlaw. You bring in Lakey Fatu. You potentially add Jadeveon Clowney. And no, we're not drafting a first-round lineman. That's not what I'm saying. But my point is we got to keep going and keep adding. And I feel like the Will McDonald draft pick last year could potentially be a good move. But we shall see. Appreciate the super chat. Richie, Jets fans keep forgetting how bad this team was stopping the run. If we can get a second-round pick, we have to consider defensive tackle like Sweat. I don't really see the Jets going after a tackle even in the second round. I mean, you brought in Kinlaw, you brought in Lakey Fatu, you re-signed Solomon Thomas, you got Quinnen Williams, one of the best defensive tackles in the entire NFL. The Jets are prioritizing stopping the quarterback and getting to the quarterback and forcing turnovers. And yes, stopping the run, you can say, is one of their weaknesses, but it's not like they were putrid at it. So I don't agree with that. Miggy with another super chat. What do you think this is going to be about? Let's see. Why don't the New York Jets have a team website? Because they can't string together 3 wins in a row. This one is all love, Richie and Jets fans. Hey, we did win 3 in a row, by the way. Didn't we? I don't think it was last year, or am I thinking 2 years ago? We did win 3 in a row. 4 in a row, actually. If I'm not mistaken. We went on a little streak 2 seasons ago. Last year, we did not go on a win streak, if I'm not mistaken. Now I'm kind of my head's spinning. But we do have a team website, Miggy. Come on. Appreciate the $5, though. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Ayo Miggy. It's all love, Jets fans. Miggy is a good guy, okay? He's sending in some donations from a Dolphins fan, sending some jokes. Did we win 3 in a row last year? I know 2 years ago we won 4 straight. But hey, Miggy, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Cannot thank you enough. Your jokes mean a lot. Thomas and Kinlaw, the Jets take all of our busts and they make it work, just like the 49ers do to the Raiders. We do make it work. You're right, Jesse. Like, I'll take all your first-round busts, especially at the defensive line spot. Solomon Thomas is a very quality piece to that defensive line. We'll see about Javon Kinlaw. I know that he's a guy that hasn't really reached the potential that Niners fans wanted from him in the first round. But again, if there's one position group on this Jets team that I have the most confidence in development, it's the defensive line. And honestly, the secondary. The coaching staff there is fantastic. But I'll gladly take Javon Kinlaw and Solomon Thomas. And especially, you also have to consider that we're not asking them to be the guys. They're just part of a deep line rotation. You feel me? Bryson with a $20. Thank you so much, Bryson Lance. Everybody give my man Bryson some dono hype in the chat. This is an extremely generous super chat right here, a 20 burger. What would it mean for us to pick up Marvin Harrison's son? What? Marvin Harrison, if draft a quarterback in later rounds to sit behind Aaron and okay, so let me some typos here. What would it mean for us to pick up Marvin Harrison, if possible? Oh, there it is. If possible, and draft a quarterback in the later rounds. Okay, now that makes sense. Sorry. I honestly think it's unlikely the Jets land Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, we're not going to be able to trade all the way up for him, especially that we signed Mike Williams. If we did not sign Mike Williams and we have not yet brought in a wide receiver next to Garrett Wilson, I'd probably say this is actually a possibility here. Something that Daniel Jeremiah mocked the Jets trading up to 5 to land Marvin Harrison Jr. But as of today, Bryson, I'm going to say it's not happening. I do think the Jets will be taking a quarterback in the mid-rounds. I definitely think that's a possibility, but I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be a Jet. I do not. Brian Thomas Jr. is a wide receiver I'm looking at in the first round. If Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze falls, which I don't see happening, that could be an opportunity. But Rome Odunze was actually hanging out with Garrett Wilson over the weekend. I know people are like, uh-oh, Garrett Wilson's with Rome Odunze. He's a Jet now. That's why I love Jets fans. Anything that link a player to the Jets is just like immediately connection. Jet, he's a Jet. But one last time, I'll say, Bryson, I do not see the Jets landing Marvin Harrison Jr. I do not. But I do think the Jets will draft a quarterback in the later rounds. I thank you very much for this kind super chat, my friend. $20 is extremely generous to the channel. Big time. Thank you. Kinlaw eats rabbits and snakes. He does. I love it. I mean, I don't eat rabbits and snakes, but I want my defensive linemen to eat rabbits and snakes. Because I want them to eat quarterbacks, baby. We're coming. Josh Allen. I want the Bills week 1 again, bro. Give me the Bills. Or give me the Patriots. We'll shall see, bro. Jets need to sign Josh Hart at safety. I'm down for that. New uni soon, Papa. Yes, sir. New uniforms dropping soon. I'm excited for it. I have a sneak peek of what the uniforms will look like. There it is. There's the new uniforms. Breaking news. I also have some insight on what the helmets will look like. Breaking news! This is what the new helmets and the logo is going to look like. First seen here on Jets Media. I'm breaking news. Whoa! I shouldn't be showing you guys this. Here's the helmet. There's the jersey. Now, in all seriousness, what we don't know yet is what the green jerseys look like. We have an idea. I mean, we've seen them in the 80s rock them, but hey. What's going to be really interesting about the new uniforms is the black. The new black uniforms are going to look, woo, what are those going to look like? Ooh, what are those going to look like? I can't wait to see the new black uniforms. As you can see, I love the color black for the New York Jets. We even got the black mini helmet. Now this is going to change. I'm expecting maybe the helmet to look exactly the same, but just the better logo. What do you guys think? This is going to look sick. It's going to look sick. Finally, the Jets are doing it. White helmets. I can see why you're saying that with the beautiful Curtis Martin photo as your profile picture, peculiar. I could see why. Imagine Joe Alt falls to us. I don't see that, Henny. But hey, you never know. You can't put it past anybody. McDonald is a third edge rusher. Need Clowney for first and second downs. Absolutely. I agree. I still think we take Fuaga at 10. Interesting. What a failure of a rebrand. Logo didn't last, 4 or 5 years? Yeah, definitely a failure. I mean, it was a disappointment when they first released them. No one liked them from the start. It's sad. Now, and Jets fans were just hammering Woody Johnson and the owners just on Twitter. Give us the 80s uniforms. And last year they brought it back, and now they're going full time, baby. Is Clowney a run stopper? I thought that was always a knock against him. No, he is a run stopper for sure. And he had 9.5, 10 sacks last year at the age of 30. So Jadeveon Clowney is a run stopper. He can set that edge, baby, for sure. We got a Zach Truther. Bro, I don't think Zach is cooked. Zach had 2 seconds to throw. Hackett called plays with routes that take 4 seconds. No check down option. I'm definitely not going to go into any more Zack Wilson debates. I've been through them. I gave Zack Wilson every opportunity to prove to me that he could be the guy, and he's been failed every time. So I'm not even going to. His time with the Jets is over. Will he go somewhere else and thrive? It's possible. For sure, but really? Can you believe people sleeping on Conk? Yeah, I mean, that is a guy that I really think that is one of the most, if you ask me, Richie, name the most underrated player on offense, it's Tyler Conklin for sure. Sure hands. I don't think he dropped one ball last year. Puts up consistent numbers with no quarterback. I mean, those 50-50 balls down the seam last year were phenomenal. Let's see Aaron Rodgers doing that. I agree, bro. Bryson with another super chat. This one for $5. Thank you, my friend. We should wait till next year and get Sanders. I mean, I like Sanders, but I don't know. I want to get a rookie quarterback in the building this year. I want them to sit and learn behind Aaron Rodgers this year. That was the plan last year, and it failed because Aaron went down. I want a rookie quarterback this season. I don't know about Sanders, bro. I mean, I don't know. That's definitely not something that I'm thinking about personally, but I know Jets fans, some people love Sanders. Some people love him. And what's not to like? I mean, he's a playmaker. He's a beast over there. But I don't know. I'm not going to hold out just to wait for one specific prospect. Who knows what he's going to do? I mean, I don't know if the Jet. I mean, also, Bryson, do you expect the Jets to suck this year? Because the Jets got to be at the top of that draft to be in a position to draft him. If he goes crazy this year, which I expect he does. Dolphins fan here, Richie. Love your channel, man. Well, thank you, E-Dub. See, this is what I mean, Jets fans. There are respectful Dolphins fans out there, like E-Dub. And I want to stress this. Dolphins fans are always welcome here on Jets Media, as well as Buffalo Bills fans. Patriots fans, don't even think I ever have. Honestly, I'll be honest. I don't think there's any Patriots fans watching my channel. Are there? Reveal yourself. Is there a Patriots fan in the chat right now? I'm honestly curious. I don't think there is. You do have a great channel, Go Dolphins. We'll see. I know that Miami Dolphins fans represent, and they show respect, and they talk their trash, as they should, as division rivals. That's why we're building something at Roundtable Sports, baby. When division rivals come together. JR Jet, a member of 9 months, my friend. Hey, Richie, can't wait for Jets Media Day 2024. We should have a winning team this season. Just please don't choose a rain game. Oh, I know. I wish I was able to see the future and make sure I pick a game that's not raining. Last year was during a rainy game. If you guys have no idea what JR Jet is referring to, Jets Media Day is a annual event I throw at a Jets game every single season. We did it for 2 years now. We're going on year number 3. Updates on Jets Media Day will be coming in May. If you want to get added to the priority list, I already have a bunch of people that are interested in Jets Media Day 2024. Shoot me an email. My email is in the description. I'll even put it in the chat right now. If you're interested in getting on the email list. The email list is important because people that are interested will be getting the updated news. And if you're wondering what Jets Media Day is, it's basically we go to a Jets game together. You buy a ticket through me, and the ticket comes with a lot. It's not just a ticket to the Jets game. You get an all-inclusive tailgate experience hosted by Gotham City crew, food, alcohol, everything included, as well as a live show from the tailgate with me and Jack and a special guest potentially this year. You never know. As well as a custom Jets Media Day t-shirt you'll be getting with your ticket. You'll also be getting a, obviously, seat to the game, all seated together. And the best part of Jets Media Day is we get to party on the field after the game. We get to go on the MetLife Stadium field and critique the turf together, right? And be like, oh, this needs to be grass. So if you do want to come through to Jets Media Day 2024, shoot me an email and say I'm interested to be on the email list. And when I do get updates, I'll first be sending it out to the email list before it goes public. So that's the advantage you get when you come on the email list. We got to do the Buffalo-Miami home game, Richie. Well, Henny, also keep in mind, there's a Jets Media Day event, and there's going to be Roundtable Sports events, which is going to be division games. So just a little teaser. We're expecting to do Roundtable Sports events, which is going to be the division games, and then the Jets Media Day, don't know the opponent yet. Just email you to be on the list. Yeah, just email me. Say, hey, Richie, I'm interested to be on the list. I want updates on Jets Media Day, and I'll write the email down. So we shall see, man. It's a lot of fun. Last year's roundtable event was week 1. Boy, that was crazy. That was gosh. I know Henny was there. Henny was there in the first event. It's going to be fun. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, guys. We were live today for just under an hour. We're going to be live on BetUs TV in an hour from now. Definitely go check out BetUs TV, folks. We will be live here in an hour, baby. In an hour. Don't forget, BetUs TV live every single Monday through Friday. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Today's topic, Odell has cold feet signing with Dolphins. That's an interesting title. I wonder what that means. Dan Mitchell made that title. But yeah, we'll be live here at 3 o'clock in an hour. I'll put this link in the chat for those that are interested and those that are not aware that your boy is on a brand new show every day, Monday through Friday, BetUs TV. It's a lot of fun, man. We get into heated debates. So that link is right there. Definitely go check it out. Definitely go check it out. Exciting stuff, baby. Hit that like button, folks. Thoughts on the hip-hop tackle being banned? I'm going to save that because we're going to talk about that on the huddle, Zachary. So definitely tune into the huddle. I'll save my thoughts because that's kind of what the huddle is for. More NFL-centered news and topics. Jets already paying Al Lazard a lot of money. Yep. He's gone after this year, if not before. For sure. Let's get it. Jimmy is flying from Seattle. Get my Sky Miles. There we go, Jimmy. Excited to see you. Hit the effing like button, folks. How many likes do we got right now? I wonder how many likes we got. Let's see. Woo! The vibes are immaculate right now. The vibes are immaculate. 1 month away from the NFL draft. I mean, can you ask for anything better than that? No. We're at 93 likes, folks. Let's get to over 100 likes before we wrap up the show, folks. Over 100 likes. TD is the most delusional fan ever. Yeah, that's who I have to deal with every day. That's who I have to deal with on a daily basis. But, folks, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's get this over 100 likes. We're going to be live on BetUs TV at 3 o'clock. Okay, we're live there Monday through Friday. We're actually off this week, Thursday and Friday. So just this week is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So definitely go check out BetUs TV, folks. Definitely appreciate you guys. TD is hilarious. Only Dolphins fan I like. I mean, I love TD. Obviously, he's my business partner. We're building something big at Roundtable Sports, and TD has become more than just a partner. He's become a good friend of mine. So definitely love TD. Bryson with a final super chat of the show. Appreciate you, Bryson. Big time shout out to you, my friend. If we didn't get Williams, how good do you think Gallup would have been for us? I don't know. I'm very happy we went with Williams over Gallup personally. I don't really know if Michael Gallup, I mean, listen, you talk about a receiver coming here like a Michael Gallup. He's solid. I'm personally very satisfied we did not get Michael Gallup. I didn't really have him on my wish list in the offseason for the New York Jets, bringing him in at a wide receiver. I prefer Corey Davis over him personally, but hey, that's just me. That's just me. Bryson, you're a big Michael Gallup fan, it seems. But the Jets brought in Mike Williams, and they're not done adding to the wide receiver position. They are going to keep going. They're going to keep going. Let's freaking go. So, Bryson, thank you so much for all the generous super chats. You were very, very, very fortunate. I do think the Jets are going to add another receiver in free agency, even, right? Corey Davis? We shall see. We shall see. Be careful, Jets. Y'all not stopping Hill, Waddle, and Odell. Oh! Scary. Woo. Intimidating. Right. Just from Texas. Bryson, thank you for the another $2. Just from Texas. Thank you for the super chat. My man Bryson, very generous today. Everybody give my man Bryson some dono hype in the chat, man. He's been overly generous on today's show. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hit the like. Thank you so much for reminding the people, baby. We're about to wrap up the show here, folks. You'll see me live on the huddle at 3 o'clock, an hour from now, for a big-time show. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. We got a lot of exciting announcements coming up in these next few days, next few weeks. I got some fun things happening for the NFL draft that's going to be different this year that I'm excited about. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. 1 month from today is going to be then. I will see you guys on the huddle later today. Josh Reynolds, DJ Clark, or Odell are the only free agents worth a cheap contract right now. Yeah, I mean, I'd be open to those three. One of those three, I think, would be big additions to this Jets team. Also, Corey Davis throw in there. I would definitely be open to the return of Corey Davis coming off already being part of the Jets last year in training camp and OTA process. I like that. Already had some chemistry brewing up with Aaron Rodgers. But DJ Chark is a guy I like as well as Odell. I mean, OBJ wants to ring chase. Come over to New York, Odell. You're almost a Jet last year. Can you imagine that? I don't see it happening. I see Odell going on Miami. I definitely see Odell going to Miami. So we're going to wrap up the show here, guys. An hour show here on Jets Media. Thank you all so much for the support, as always. Salute to the chat. Salute to Jets Nation. Salute to any NFL fan base that was tuning in today. Hit that like button on your way out. I'll see you on the huddle in an hour. Salute. Peace.